Hey everyone, let's build the Horse and Pet Vet Clinic by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42651, contains 428 pieces, retails for $49.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO, and this does look like an interesting build. And in addition to the printed building guide, we also get a set of stickers, which honestly I could live without. You know? And be careful with your box. You do have some loose pieces. We have a 6x14 and an 8x16 plate. And in addition, you have 5 numbered bags. And it looks like there's no brick separator provided with this set. Now, in addition, we have named animals now. So instead of just the mini dolls, they name everything else in here. So we have Gertrude, which is a very old name, Guba, Pali, Alma, Thunder, Autumn, Olly, and Eniko. Not too bad. May have to edit that out because I may have mispronounced something where the point it sounded pretty bad. Boy, doesn't that look like a wonderful bunch? Okay, so this is essentially what we're going to be doing. This is just going to be a one-time installment. I should be able to do this in one sitting. Okay, well, let's begin with bag 1. Let's build it. I'm curious to see exactly how this is going to go. Now, this build installment is merely just for entertainment purposes, not to be construed as a professional product review. I am a hobbyist. I don't claim to know everything. So, yeah, I have to read that off, and I'll have to have more of a revised version eventually. And, yeah, let's see. Let me get the viewfinder flipped so I could see what we're seeing here. And yeah, I don't see a brick separator. So guess what that means? Womp, womp, womp. Yep, we're going to have to ding it down a little bit because this is a big set and we're probably going to have a lot of small pieces. Now that one I couldn't even get open. Keep those separate over there. Well, at least they have the transparent pieces packed in with those, but still, LEGO, I would have expected a bit better. And so they got the friends helping out. Ooh, cool. Build it your way. And then we have Guba, Alma, and Pali. So now we got to find those because that's part of the build there. I found somebody's torso. So just basically, I'm just going to list the names, and then we're going to index it accordingly. There's Alma. Looks like just a... I thought it was a teddy bear. Okay, we'll put that there. And Pali. Sorry if you really can't see those. Well, don't worry. We'll take a closer look on the other thing. Yeah, I was kind of like not in the mood to work on this one today, and I thought, well, and I think what scared me off was all the named animal figures. Here's Alma. If I get close, it's just going to be blurry. You know what I forgot to do? Turn on the ring light. Usually I forget something when I do these. Okay. That takes care of the animal figures. We got Autumn. She likes going on adventures and roasting marshmallows and stuff. Okay. And right now I am 100% swamped with reviewing sets. Like, I'm literally over the hump. Like, I had to spend time cleaning off one of my memory cards. I thought I had enough space to... well, there's that cool door. I thought I had enough space to film. No, I didn't. I didn't even get the other stuff edited last night, so I had to do an edit job real quick. Proof some videos, which took about 2 hours, and then now I'm here working on this. So I have more space and not to film it. So that is Autumn. And then we got the map. And this time, I put everything on mute. So it looks like now we're building some sort of a dog bed. Or an animal bed. And I don't think those are it. So I'm just kind of at my wits' end doing reviews. It's been nothing but nonstop just editing. Like editing, doing graphics. I mean, I'm over the hump right now. I think after this one, I only have to film, I think, 10. And they're getting shorter as they go. But I just want to get them done real quick, just so I can do more exciting stuff than just set reviews. And then we take our mini dolls or animal figures and just set them in there like that. Maybe that's the waiting room. Okay, now we're going to start building part of the clinic. I can always use that. And let's rotate that a little bit there for you. So the goal today is to get as much done as I can and try to breeze through this. I've been really wanting to get back into customs. I can't because I'm doing set building right now and trying to get a bunch of other things going. And now this is a cool door. I just wish it didn't have the doggy door on it. And the dog door just takes one of those standard cupboard doors you put in there. And then after that, it's got the blue stud. And one of you asked, whatever happened to my parts haul? I don't know yet. It still has not arrived. They didn't even provide a tracking number, so I have no clue when that's going to show up. Because I'd like to get started on some fun builds and not set builds. I want to do something that's freehand. Something that involves a play set, but a million times bigger. Okay. And we got to start with sticker number 1. And so far, basically, these stickers have been in order. I know a lot of the Friends set, so we just got something with horseshoes on it. I have plenty of 2x4 yellow tiles, but I'll be ripping that off when I am done with the set. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. Looks like these go here. Uh-oh, did I forget something? Oh, I did. Like that was hanging over. I was like, what did I forget? Well, that's what I forgot. And then now we put the windows in. I don't really ever check these, see if they have scuffs, you know, I mean, they're kind of small. And two, I really don't use the blue all that much. I think because they're trying to match that dog door. So you got to do that 4 times. It doesn't look like a lot of parts because we're messing with big pieces now. So that's even better because I don't want to be stuck with a lot of little pieces. Now there's 5 bags, so I'm hoping this will go pretty quick. There was one city set I did. It had more pieces than this one, and I just breezed through it. But the set is still keeping my interest. It's not boring. It's not repetitive. Instructions are easy to follow, so that's better. It doesn't have the goofy hand things, the illustrations in the book. But I've been reading more of your comments. Some of you said the Lego City sets look like blank. You're not going to get an argument out of me on that one. City at one time used to be really good. And the thing is, now what I call mini modulars or half modulars in the Friends line. And I don't know why we just don't make this the new City line, or just do something similar to this. And you know, I've been taking notes. You know, I've been observing what you guys and gals have been saying, and I do agree. The Friends sets are they're brave. They explore more in terms of building styles. And the Lego City sets, it's the same old things. That's what it looks like so far in the front. And yeah, it's, you know, you're buying a city set that's less than entertaining. And these are more like little mini modulars, just with detailed interior. You get furnishings, you know. The only thing you can get into is more the, I mean, look at Lego. They used to have Lego Creator Expert, and I don't even think they even have those. Now they have Lego Icons. Okay, that's only one there. And yeah, I mean, but here's the deal. Don't let these sets stop you. I know some of you said you don't like the Friends dolls. You know, I mean, yeah, they kind of look weird, but you know, hey, you can always take the Friends dolls out and put your regular minifigures in with these and just do a few modifications. Just change the colors up a bit and you got yourself a city set. These are pretty cool for stickers, but this one got unscathed. Did not get a sticker on it here. Yeah, we're talking about painting the living room, and with vaulted ceilings, I'm not looking forward to having sore arms and legs going up and down ladders, and even renting out scaffolding is going to get kind of pricey. And painting, I know how to do. I just, when you're talking about a ceiling that's what, 300 or 400 square foot overhead, it's at an angle that's the highest part is 14 feet. I'm not in the mood to paint that. I can do it, but I know I'd have to really, I'll be sore for like a week. That means I'd have to get myself in shape. So I'm looking to get some estimates, and the only way I'll do it if the estimates are over what I'm guessing it's going to be. And if it's pretty pricey, then I'll do it myself. I want to make sure I find somebody that's licensed, bonded with the sample of their work. Okay, we got a thing full of cookies. And yeah, I was doing a build before this one. I was doing a lot of page thumb. It was one of those kitty sets. And this one here is just more of, you know, looks like we're just getting 2 walls for the vet clinic, but we haven't, maybe there's something that goes in there we don't know yet. And there's one way to close that up there. Now, if you're building this for yourself, you can always take those out and put some other colors in here. I think brown or even a dark red would look really good on this. Or even nougat. Dark orange, but the light purple, yeah, not so much. These just sit in there, they're just tacked with just the 2 studs on the top. And I like this design, so just imagine you can use this for any of your builds. These Friends sets, they got a lot of good building techniques. It's just they're in a Friends set. I know a lot of guys don't like them, but you know, I mean, at least you have. Oh, At least you have something there to work with. And there we go, we got that out of the way. It looks really good. And that's what we have remaining there for bag 1. And it's not too bad so far. It looks pretty good. And this is what we have remaining. Alright, 20 minutes later, we're going to be moving on to bag 2. Okay. Alrighty. And now, let's see what we got here. We got some medical supplies. We'll need those for the hospital. I'll leave those in the bag. And then we have a bag full of small stuff. I'm hoping this is going to be a modular build, but honestly I doubt it. We got Eniko. Put that together. Or put her together. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. First I thought there was something wrong, but a birthmark maybe? I don't think that'd be tattoo unless that's paint. And then, or worse, blood, we don't know. Oh, we got a nice register piece. And the pants are blue. There we go. At least she's got the surgical gloves. Trying to get the wig on right. There we go. Oh, I forgot. Okay, now we're going to have to open up this. Wait a minute, is she Nurse Joy? Is that who she is? Where she's got all the sisters named Nurse Joy? Then there's Officer Jenny. Alright, so she's got this, I think that's a stethoscope. And we're looking for the nurse's hat. And there we go. Looks like this just fits around the neck like that. At least you don't, whoop. No, I don't want to sit down yet. Not too bad. And then, oh, we're back to this now. Okay. All right. Hoping everything's indexed right on these for your viewing pleasures. So you stick that one brick there, which is kind of odd, then we come in and we start working on, looks like this here. Oh, I need that for something. Too late, I've already filmed the thing. Is this a crash cart? So we can revive the patients? Oh no, that's the junk drawer. Okay, so what you do is you... okay, let's get going here. Let's see what we got to do. Okay, so I'm trying to pick this little stuff up with my fingers. You got a spoon, we'll drop that in there. Got to put the door on it, of course. And then we have, that doesn't go in there. We have the thermometer. I think that's what that is, or a syringe, I don't know. Well, no, the thermometer goes in. Hold on. Okay, so that must be a baby bottle. Here's the thermometer. And then the ice pack goes in there. And yeah. So it's probably a crash cart or something else. It's probably the something else. And I'm kind of seeing what we got here. All right, so that's what we got so far. And we got to make a computer monitor. So basically it's not, maybe it's just a desk or something. And it's best to stick this on here first because this, we're going to have to put a sticker on that. That's sticker number 2. Which is that. That must be the poor soul that's going to get dissected, I mean operated on the thing. I can't even get that off there. Kind of a shame. I wish that was printed. Unlike everybody else, though, we don't have any of this stuff in the city line. So what do? We'll just kick the Friends dolls out and put the minifigures in there. That's pretty much what you're doing. Okay, then you got the syringe. And that thing that they look in your ears to make sure you didn't stick any crayons in there. And then the syringe goes here. Like that. And then this goes right here. In fact, that's a nice little setup. That'd be good. Just this right here alone would be perfect for just any type of a Lego build. Not necessarily Friends, but you can use that for anything there. It's a nice little sub-model. Sometimes these round plates can be a bit of a turd to get on. Oh! That's printed. That's something new. I've never seen that before. It looks like more like a gauge. You could use it as a speedometer for your car. Or in this case, it's obviously going to be used, what I'm guessing is going to be the scale. And then we got a dog food dish. Yeah, I'm sorry if this sounds a little bit kind of dry. I'm just overwhelmed with set reviews right now. It's not even funny, really. To be honest with you, I've been trying to get the stuff together. Sticker number 4, which is that. It goes on this yellow tile. That'll get ripped off. Yeah, I remember used to have dogs, used to take them to the vet. And then after I had to put my childhood pet down, when I was a kid, or well, I was an older teenager at the time, probably 17, 18 years old, I had to put my childhood pet down, my dog. I never went back to one of those vet clinics ever again. I thought that was just too much. And she was a pit bull. I had her when I was a kid. She lived like 13, 14 years old. And yeah, nothing worse than losing a pet, because you know, when you're a kid, you think your pets will never die. Of course, I said the same thing about my parents, too. I didn't think it was possible. Let me put the ink pen here. And yeah, it's just life, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, though, that these Friends sets, they have better ideas than the city. Except with all the little pieces that we're dealing with now. And now I don't judge the bag by its size, but okay, now we got the light. And then this goes right here. That's what that looks like. Pretty cool, huh? Looks like we're building some other things. I think in this bag, we're just doing accessories at this point. I think that's what this is. We need something shiny here. Oh, we got some Coke, some soda pop can tops. I'll bring those up and show you there. Those are printed. That's kind of cool. And we're going to put a sticker on that one there, which is 3. That one there. That's going to get ripped off when I'm done. No, Jay, don't rip those off. Lego works so hard. If Lego worked hard, they would not be putting that on there. If they would have printed it, then I'm forced to keeping it on there. Or though somebody said you don't put your stickers on, which I don't blame you. I wouldn't if this was a set that I bought, and that's essentially what we have there. So right now we're doing, looks like mostly accessories. We haven't done anything else here really. Right now it looks like we're back to building on the main clinic again. I gotta find something to make for dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna have. Oh, that doesn't go there. Where does that go? Oh, it goes on the stair. I was looking at that thinking that arrow was kind of confusing me there. But I think that's where it goes, is right here. And we got to make another one, which just put this one here. So they line up, so I guess that's how that goes. And then now, okay, at least now we're getting the lock and all that together. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Okay. And now we're going to have to make a header of some kind. I think it goes right here. And then sticker number 5 goes on the chart. Make sure we got it facing the right way. Yeah, if your young one's into being a vet, yeah, it's what I've heard. You go through more schooling than you do as a doctor. Because animals can't just simply tell you where it hurts. We got a buddy's dog or just a pet, and it's like they don't tell you when it hurts. They don't tell you that they hurt. They're in pain. They just look at you like, you know, there's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is. And that's one way to do the lanterns. We got to make 2 of those. I know my neighbor, her son is studying to be a vet, and he's going through the whole thing, and I just thought, oh, lots of biology, never mind. You know? I think I'll skip that. But if you have passion for it, yeah, that's another thing. You know, the sad thing is vets don't make a whole lot of money, too. For taking care of animals, they can't just simply tell you where it hurts. At least the set's got some nice color popping out of it here. Now these little leaf pieces, I'm getting a bunch of these. So I'm kind of hoarding those up as I go. Alright. And then now we're back into here. We're going to be putting some stuff here, I guess. And then here, some bug thing. And then this goes here. I'm not sure what that is. And then this goes right here, right on those studs right there. And that's essentially what we've done, and I think that's it, because I only have one piece remaining, or not one piece, one of each piece. And, no, sorry, they didn't give us extra tools, but, you know, that's how it is. And this is what we have remaining for bag 2. Not too bad, and so far, it's keeping my interest. We got a lot of detail for the interior so far with the clinic. Alright, now we're going to move on to bag 3. So bag 2 just basically does accessories. Okay. Oh, we know whose hair that is. I see a head rolling around. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to spill those all over the floor. Well, what is her name? Thunder, Lightning? Oh, the tail's flexible and the head moves. You know what? These would look good. I know a lot of you guys don't like the Friends animals, but you know what I see these for? A carousel. Oh, look. It's Olly and Gertrude. Oh, boy. I can't wait to put those together. Gertrude. I had a neighbor when I was little that her name was Gertrude. Really nice. My neighbors were so cool when I was a kid. But we also learned to respect our neighbors because my parents are like, if you see my kids doing something wrong, you give them a paddle on the behind and I'll come and finish the job. And that's when you knew. Olly. And Gertrude. And Olly likes texting. Looks like he likes filming movies and possibly sewing or knitting. And then we have Thunder. Okay. Okay. Now, this is meant to be taken out. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'd be inclined to do this. Let's just leave the saddle out. And then you get the saddle. You have to take that out, but this is a clinic, not a riding stable. And that's Lightning or Thunder, whatever her name is, or whatever that thing's name is. And now it looks like we're back on to the clinic. Maybe this is going to be the stall or the barn. And boy, I'm looking out the window right now. We have these clouds. My goodness, it's like a nice amber color. Let's see here. Let's see how good this looks here. Oh yeah, you know what I could do? I haven't done this before. If I can find the phone real quick, I know I don't like segueing, but I gotta show this. I know some of you probably have seen it, but let me see if I can get a good picture of it out the window here without the screen in the way. There we go. And I just want to share this. So this is the sunset that I can see right now, which is really beautiful. So I'll put that as a little cutout or something in here just for fun. Practice on these. Alright, so let's get going here. This one doesn't look like it has a lot of parts. I guess this one goes on the back side. Maybe using it to hang some tools or something. Okay. And see, the thing about doing these style of videos is I could be more myself. On the main channel, you just hear me talk about the reviews. Here, you get to know me as more as a person than just some guy that just does YouTube videos. Where a lot of the guys on YouTube, the big boys, they just don't even want to bother with it. Of course, to them, that this is a job for them. To me, this is the fun part, is to you know, like I mentioned before, I hate editing videos. I just don't like doing it. But sitting here building and hitting the record button, that's the easy part. That's the fun part. It's like, okay, I'm done with the fun stuff. Now I gotta go and hit doing the review. Or yeah, I gotta start editing and putting everything together and putting parts in the wrong place just to confuse you. So don't forget those right there. And then now we continue on. Okay, we've got an orange tile there. All right, and then the other part of the door. And we have columns that go in the front, just like we did over here. And I got this stinking silvery white hair just falling in my face. Yes, I'd say some bad words about it, but I like to keep these family friendly. All right. And a buddy of mine's like, you need to dye that. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, no, I'm done with the hair dyeing days and the crazy colors and all that stuff. It's time that I accept my fate. I'm getting older, and that's how it is. Oh, I can't do that. I have to dye mine. I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do that. You know how much upkeep that is? You get tired of it. Okay. And all right, we're working right back here. I mean, so far it's a really nice build. I'm still hooked to it. I'm not bored. That's really good. Just imagine just ripping out the friend stuff and putting your stuff in there. That's the beauty about Lego. You could do that. You could just buy a set just merely for the parts or the build, and you can just take the dolls out. I can always use these color pieces. You know what I should do? I should make me another one of those little working Lego TVs, but make it all bright and colorful. It'll be kind of cool. And there we go. We got the gate. And, oh, there's a ladybug we forgot to put on that. Maybe that's the doorknob. That's if I can get that on there. Whoops, forgot that one. Don't tell anybody I did that. All right. So we'll just use this as hay. You also got a pink hairbrush. Oh, it sticks in here? Thought it would have gone in one of those hooks or something. There's your hairbrush just sticking in some random brick. Oh yeah, we can't forget the poop piece. I almost said the S word. What's the horse's name? Lightning, Thunder, Thunder. Yeah, Thunder ain't doing much of anything. But they do show that, oh, this goes in here now, but they show that the saddle sits on here. So I'm just going to be inclined to just leave the saddle here and not put it on the horse. And you got the pitchfork here. It sits right in these holders. And that's it for bag 3 with just a handful of pieces remaining. Alright, now let's get on to bag 4. Looks like it's a lot of small stuff. We've been slowly nibbling at the stickers, not too bad. They'll still keep my interest. What is the score on this set? Right now it's a 9.8, and I'm just going to say that just because of stickers. But if not, like, it's terribly bad. So it's not, this is not going to warrant a 0 or anything. It's not going to get a failing grade unless something's missing, but right now it's pretty good for what it is. So if you got a daughter or a son who likes this stuff, here you go. Okay, looks like we need this here, and we're going to get ready to start on that. I can tell you right now, oh, those are wall panels. I thought those were something special. Like plates, I could use those. And let's see here. But it's keeping my interest, which is something you always want to see on a Lego set. I don't think I really have any of these in orange. So if you're building something with orange walls, you got those now. What would you use those for? To attach like lights and stuff too. Or decorations. These are always handy. Okay. Lego, I need a bunch of these. I can't tell you guys what I need them for, but I need a whole bunch. And that right there will help. Even if there's just one in here, maybe one that I don't have to buy later on. Jay, you give us a lot of tidbits. Yeah, it's for something I'm working on. You know, okay. Lego makes these type of windows. I wish they'd make these round. The reason being is these would be good for portals for boats. I mean, that's as close as we have. We have the airplane windows and you have these. But I kind of wish that Lego would, you know, make these round. Just a round little portal to look out of would be so cool. Or you can use those for airplane windows, but those would be more suitable for castles or retro type vintage builds. And I'm starting to see a lot of dark azure just popping out of sets lately, so I think that's going to be Lego's new go-to blue. That's fine by me because I don't have a lot of that. I have a lot of blue. Well, this one's got studs on both sides. I don't think I've really seen them in that color with that. See how sloppy those tiles are? Now, oh, and I may have to ding it down to a 9.3. And here's why it doesn't have the brick separator. I think the brick separator would have been perfect. Now, as far as I can tell, though, this is not a collaborative build. So you can only build this with yourself. Or somebody can only build this by themselves. You can't share the fun. I was doing some reviews where it's like, oh, you could share the fun. And how often do we see that? Before we put that in there, it's asking for tiles here. So I'm going to just be inclined to put the tiles in first before I do the rest here. Somebody asked me if I could cover my hands up because I guess the hairy arms offends them. No. I get that from time to time. Your hands are hairy. Yeah, my arms have been hairy like that since high school. And, you know, no, I'm not shaving it off. Sorry, but no. Or I'm not wearing gloves. Could I wear gloves doing this? Now I want to fill the bricks. Whoops. Uh-oh. Yeah, we need a brick separator Lego. You should have included one with this set. But, you know, we can't roll back the hands of time and say, please put one in here. Jay's going to fail you. That kind of thing. It's like maybe some kind of a bathtub or a sink. That's why I like that aqua blue. Reminds me more of like a hospital blue. Kids today are so lucky, and I mean, maybe not lucky, but when I was a kid and going to the hospital, I had to go in for surgeries and stuff when I was a lot younger due to vision. And hospitals were anything but a pleasant place for kids. They're still not today, but we didn't have children's hospitals. I had to go to the big boy hospital. Yeah, that wasn't too much fun. Especially when the TV sat in there, didn't have cartoons. But, you know, that's a whole other issue there. And okay. You probably can guess what I'm building here. Yep, you're right. A potty. Or just something as simple as that half round tile is perfect. Obviously, we don't have a door on this. I think it's probably a prison bathroom. We don't know. All right. With maybe dog food in the corner. Well, that's going to be hard to put in there. Okay, I got it in there. I got one. Got to fight to get that in there. I'll show you guys a little bit more of a close-up view here. That's what we've done so far. Yeah, not too bad, huh? This back here's got a lot of little parts in here. We got to put two more over here, so not quite done with. Don't roll off. We're not quite done with this yet. And now looks like we're building a bed. Looks like a Minecraft bed. And got to put a sticker on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be inclined to put it on there first. That's sticker number 6, which is that. And I need to find me a meal or something to eat. Because tomorrow we're going to have barbecue. And yeah, so I can't save my appetite for that long. And not a whole lot of space, but I think the reason why that window is there, Olly, we got to borrow you for a second. So Olly's going to be the next animal that's got to have an operation. Okay, let's see here. Well, that's why I probably put that window there, just for that purpose. Sticker number 7, which is this. That would have been cool if that was printed and make a good rug for a kid's room. And it's these goofy round stickers on here. See, I can never get these straight on these type of tiles. They're almost impossible. You can say it's a skill set issue. I say it's probably a 9.2 now. Stickers are killing it now. That's the only bad thing about friend sets is the abundance amount of stickers that come with them versus a city set. I noticed the city sets, they've been toning down on stickers, but it's not to the fact of it's lightened up. It's still a lot of stickers like this. These are just, Lego has not even tried to improve these any way, shape, or form. They've just been adding stickers to all of it. And so far, that's what we've done with our bathroom. We got it's like maybe a half bath with a bedroom. You won't be able to take a shower. You can take a pit bath, maybe. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. And then now trying to hold my yawns, and it's not the set's boring. I kind of slept rough last night. I just kept waking up. I woke up at 8:30 and I thought, oh, no, I'm staying in bed. I did till almost 12. And sticker number 8, which is this one here. This is like a bookshelf. There we go. It's kind of a weird wall to put in this. Okay, I don't have really any of these in tan. That's kind of cool. We get 2 of them. Save those for when I'm building a ridge roof, like a ridge for one of my roofs. Yeah, we're getting hit hard with stickers now. Oh, I don't really have any of these in pink. Well, I know it's going to be the fate of that, and that's what we got to put on there. Some pelican, pink flamingo, or whatever. Some toucan, whatever that ugly thing is. We'll stick that on there. That's what they want. Put that on there like that. Right on. All right. Okay, it looks like now we're building some flowers. I can always use some more of these little green stems. Sometimes getting these on here could be a bit of a chore. I'm trying not to, I don't want to break them. Usually I give you a spare one, but you know, Lego's expensive. I don't want to break anything. Just one flower? That's right there. And let's see. We're still missing a roof, so I have a feeling that these are going to be for something else. Only 3 of those? I thought I'd get like a bunch. Your inverted slope. Older sets used to come with a truckload of slopes. Now it's all plates now. You can get a little more flexible with plates, but yeah. Now it looks like this is modular. This fits right on the top here. So, you know, could it be built by 2 people? I don't think so. Boy, the front of it doesn't look too appealing, does it? Maybe we're going to be doing more with it. We still got some parts left to put on here. Yeah, so this is really just meant to be a solo build. I don't think this is going to be collaborative whatsoever. Does it really matter? Not really. But if you have a family that likes to spend time with one another, yeah, this may want to get another set that's similar to this, and you can still build with a partner. And then these, we got to make 2 of them, and they fit right here on both sides. That just, like, I'm really surprised you don't make a 1x1 45-degree slope piece. You know, instead of just doing that. Like, I'm really surprised they just don't make just this portion here. It'd be so cool. Maybe one day they'll do that. But it's obviously not going to be today. So we got to do that instead. And then now we decorate all this up here. Let's start with the yellow flowers. Well, I don't think flowers are supposed to go. I think it's just green. All right. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm doing a better job at filming these so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. This is pretty much a trivial set, but someone may need some help with it. But why don't you just tell me to put those on there first, Lego, and we could have just done things like that instead of coming back and revisiting. And that's it for bag 4. And yeah, I don't think we messed up. We just have one of each. Looks pretty good so far. And that's what we have remaining. Alright, finally we have bag 5. We don't have a lot of stickers remaining. I don't know if I mentioned the date on this one. But today is January 4th, 2025. So happy way after New Year and happy way after Christmas. Merry Christmas. Probably by the time you watch this, it's probably going to be in February. This set here has obviously got the sunflower pieces. Yeah. If you hear a chunkling noise, that's running the sprinklers in January because the ground's gotten so dry out here. And right now, I've been watching the news and they're talking about everybody's getting hit with that Arctic winter. And out here, well, it's in the 70s, so you know how boring that is. Jay, I like it cold. Or no, Jay, I like it hot. I want it to be sunny. Come out here. There's plenty of that going around. And you'll have to hear that, and you have to hear the vacuum going off too. Okay. So I'm trying to get this set done here because I want to do some other things tonight, like edit more videos for your viewing pleasures, and then get those done, and then move on to something more exciting. Well, this one is exciting, but I think the next set I'm working on is going to be kind of a, I don't know. I'll have to look. I think maybe it might be a creator set. So maybe something that's not so... I got to get this done so I can do something that's less exciting. You know, I like these round pieces, but sometimes I wish they weren't round in the back. Hope you could still see what I'm doing here. I know the angle's kind of weird. Someday we'll... Matter of fact, this camera's probably about 50-55 degrees. I could reposition, but... Could be a birdhouse up here. We do not know yet. But all I know is we're sure adding a lot of colors to it, aren't we? Did I forget something there? Did I skip a... Okay, I did. I forgot to put studs in there. Well, if you're like me and you forgot, just do that and shove that in there. Whoops, my bad. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of not in the mood to film anymore, but this set's pretty good, but I just got to get my stuff going. I got to get a bunch of reviews finished up. And don't forget your 1x2 blue plate back there. Well, at least I'm getting the roof put in. At least it's using roof slopes where they're supposed to be. This is a good way to do kind of like a Tudor style. But it's really kind of, you know, you just tack it on pieces at this point. But I can always use more of these in different oddball colors. It's like I said, it's the oddball stuff that I'm really after on these. It's pretty good. It's got a little birdhouse and everything. And then you put the little red bird in there, which is kind of cool. So you got a red robin, or whatever you want to call it. Did an iPhone just tell on itself? Okay, now we got to build some roof panels. Okay. I mean, how often do I see orange in this color? And it looks like, now remember, we got to make 2 of these. That's just a note for myself. And it looks like the studs are on this side. So I'm going to keep the studs here and just do it like that. So now it's been keyed, and then we can do that here. Trying to get this one done so I can relax for the night. And I got some other stuff I got to get done, but I got one more review I got to prove before I get into cleaning off more memory cards. I still got a lot of big sets to go through, but not a whole lot. Okay. At least we're using some really bright colors for this, not something more normal and subtle. See a lot of that around here. But. And then we take these, we attach them here, and they just have the studs facing towards us. Just snap them in right here. So just push that down. Well, let's just do the other one to make it better, huh? That's how it is, but uh-oh. I can't tell on the other side because this one's facing this way. Let's look at the box here. Let's see here. Yeah, because they're showing the studs here, and that's where mine are at. So if you think you got those backwards, see, right there? Always keep your box as a reference. So if you think you messed up, no, that's how they wanted it. So we do what the instructions tell us. And even though if we know it's wrong, we do it anyways. Sticker number 10. And yeah, I can live without the horse and the dog and the heart. I don't really use these type of tiles, but and then this goes here. Ooh, that is not good, Lego. That almost came apart. Yeah, be careful with this. This roof is not the best. A lot of kids are going to pick this thing up with that. Yeah, I did that too. Okay, it looks like we're building some kind of a greenery thing. I don't like the way the sprinklers are sounding outside. We have to check it out and see. You know, back east they have to cover their pipes up and make sure they don't freeze. Out here, what is that you said? Cover the pipes for what? Why? Alright, so something like that. Okay? I heard the solenoids change. That tells me that's it's working. While all you are freezing over there out here, it's the same weather every time. It may as well just be hot and miserable at this point. Yeah, be careful with this. This thing here wants to come apart. So you get this nice, pretty purple butterfly that I can't seem to get lined up. That's kind of cool. How often do you see those? I don't think I've ever seen a purple butterfly. And then we got to start building up the sunflower parts. So this is just a little sunflower ornament thing here. And I think when I do this tour on this set here, I'm just going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mini dolls in the front. I don't know how I'm going to do this one yet. I may stage this one more. I haven't figured out how I want to do it for the thing. I like those sunflower parts. Jay, you like all these new pieces? You betcha I do, because it just makes it easier. Then I don't have to use my brain as much. Okay. Like that. Pretty cool. And this thing goes in here. And then we got to make something, looks like a sign. It looks like sticker number 11, which is this, goes on there. And it says it's open with a bunny rabbit. Oh boy, I can't wait to show you this one. Except the sticker wants to go in crooked. That's what we got to do. Well, I'm ripping that off when I'm done, so I'm not worried about that. So it doesn't say closed, so it's open forever. Okay. And that's it for the build. And this is what we have remaining for bag 5. Okay, now we're going to start setting up the build. And that's pretty much what we're going to be trying to do here. Now, a lot of this stuff in here is named, and I don't think really anybody cares. But for those who do, I'm not going to do the whole mini doll thing like I normally do, because I'm trying to keep these videos kind of short. We don't need to be dragging out reviews so long. And obviously we know this is Thunder. Just the mini dolls and the horse, I think everybody's going to be caring about. The little creatures, I don't think so as much. And I'm trying to get everything centered up here. Yeah, I still haven't done that yet, but you know. And it's not a bad build for what it is. I think whoever gets this, you're going to love it. So I think what I'm going to do here is use this as the waiting room, with everything falling out of it. So we got various creatures. I mean, some of these I'm just kind of like, why, why are they named? Does it really matter what their names are? And then this right here is just a little added bonus. I mean, and we know that's Olly and Autumn. But this one here, I keep forgetting what her name is. She's slouching right now. And she is Eniko, or yeah, Eniko. At least I remembered without even looking at the box at first, so that's good. And of course we have Thunder. We'll put him in there. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it looks better. And we'll stick her. Well, maybe it could be a him. And then I think this is Gertrude. Now I got to set the camera up a bit better because this ain't going to do any good. Yeah, this set here, I don't know if it needs a close-up. I'm going to probably say yes to it, just because it is, usually I have a limit. Usually it's about 24 studs. This thing's 24 studs, so I could probably get away with without a close-up. But sometimes close-ups are pretty good for what they are. And let's see here, the house looks kind of lopsided there. There we go, right where we want that. Yeah, you'll see the ring light on this for right now. The ring light is pretty good for certain things, but it also can be a death sentence too, because it does put a glare on some stuff. But honestly though, back in the old days, you know, I didn't have the light on the camera. This camera doesn't have a light, so I just bought a ring light that's small. This is a 10-incher. They had them smaller, but I was looking for something that the camera could fit in, and at the same time I could do the video tutorials without bumping in. The one ring light I wanted was about $300, but it was, I think it was a 24-inch. I thought it was really powerful, but I just thought I can't use something like that. That'd be just too massive. And so there we go. And that looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I think what we'll do here, I'll just do the close-up tour. And yeah, let's do a close-up tour on this, because this is in the center as best I can. And yeah, I think it would serve justice, but this one doesn't even have really a full 3 walls, let alone a roof. This one just kind of seems incomplete. And I think my final score on this one's going to be probably an 8. It just seems like an incomplete build. I mean, the front looks pretty good. It looks like a full build. And then look right here, it's just kind of, you know, I think Lego forgot to put some extra stuff in there. I guess it's up for the mock builder, but I'm going to say an 8 just because of the build size of this is, well, that doesn't want to go down, does it? But all in all, I think it's really good. So as long as I remember the names, this one here, Eniko, I'm going to have to remember hers. And then there's Gertrude. And then Thunder. I keep thinking his name is Lightning, but that's Thunder. And yeah, so I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and just start with the review. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave it like this, and you know what I could do, let's leave that back there, and I'm going to do my thumbnail. That sounds good, let's do that. Let's start the review with build experience, and honestly this is a nice set to assemble. It wasn't boring, it's using nice bright colorful bricks, so for me personally I had a lot of fun putting this one together. The instructions were easy to follow, and there wasn't really anything that was flaking off, but be very careful, you do not get a brick separator with this set. Build quality also seems pretty good, except for these roof pieces. You'd be careful picking this up because these are just tacked in here, and I'm sure you could just open these up to let more light inside. But, you know, they're just barely tacked in there, so if you're picking it up, scoop it from the bottom. But it's more or less just your average Lego Friends quality build. As far as for play value, you do get 5 animal figures as well as 3 mini dolls. In addition, you get the sunflower plant with the open sign, a dog bed, and a fully accessible interior, which is really cool. I like that. Now, if you're looking for something to drop in your Lego City, this obviously is not it. As you can tell, look at that. It's less than half of a building. You think at least they would have included more walls and a bigger roof. No, that's all you get. So if you really want to put this in your city, you're going to have to do some heavy modifications to the set just to make it a complete build. Now, if you choose, you can use the parts from the set for other creations, make a whole new other model, or just bring pieces from your own collection and just add on to this. It's really cool. Now the set was packed up okay. The only thing I had was the 8x16 and the 6x14 plates floating at the bottom. Stickers weren't too bad on this model, except for one of the round mats inside that I had a hard time putting the stickers on, but it's not too bad. But the stickers kind of ruined the build in a way. If you're not really good at placing stickers on pieces, this may not be it, especially with round pieces. So my final score in the set is going to be an 8 out of 10. Just a little bit for a brick separator and the stickers. But the one thing I'm disappointed with is this less than half of a build. I don't know what Lego was thinking with this. I mean, I understand you need to have this open for play, but you don't even get a full roof or anything like that. It's just kind of, this is something I would see in a Lego City set, but a Friends set, not so much. But look at the front though, it looks like a really nice full complete build. But unfortunately, it's just half of a build, probably less. But all in all though, if you're looking for a nice, fun, colorful build, this one is it. Also, I forgot to mention this is only meant to be a solo build. You really can't build this with a partner. So you and you alone can only put this one together. So you can't share the festivities with a partner, unfortunately. But nonetheless, it's still a nice build. But tell me what you think.